Okay, so I've got my new Gates timing kit. So new water pump. It's got the new idlers, new tensioner, new bolts, 2 new nuts. So I've just got to take off the one of the idler tensioners, one of the idlers. Replace that idler there. Then undo the coolant pump. That's where it gets messy. All the rest of the coolant will come out the engine then. Whoever put this on last time has put loads of mastic, which isn't required because on a new pump you have a seal, so it shouldn't leak anyway. So you don't have a gasket on that side, you just have the rubber seal. So there's no need to put mastic on it. Now I'm going to have to clean all that off when I take that pump out. It's definitely had a timing belt changed. We know that because the mastic's on there, so it has had the water pump done and a timing belt at some point. The other reason I know that is looking on the old tensioner. If we look on the back, it's not a Volkswagen Audi one. It's made in, I thought it was said China when I first looked. Thought, no wonder it didn't last. But I made it in Canada. I don't even recognise the name. Litton's it's called. God knows. So I don't know what the quality is like, but it doesn't matter anyway. It's getting replaced with a Gates one, which are good quality. So be happy days. Right, I'll crack on taking these pulleys off and get the water pump off. Dilly dilly. Right, so coolant pump's ready off. My battery's running out on my phone for a change. So coolant pump's ready to come off now. I've already drained it a bit. Might be a bit more comes out. Stuck on with that mastic. Oh, there we go. Jesus. Right, no wonder that was leaking. The seal's knackered. Let's get it out there and have a closer look. If I can get it out. Look at the state of that. Horrendous. Do you know, I don't think that is. No, it's not. I thought it was the original pump there. I can't see who makes it. I don't know. Anyway, it's knackered because we can see the right, can we? Yeah, the weep hole at the bottom. You can see the coolant coming through, which denotes the bearings collapsed. Knackered. So replace it. Simple as that. As I was saying, my flash is gone, so can't really see now, but I've put the new pulley on the bottom there, so that one's on. I didn't put the big one on there until I took the pump off because it was just easier access for the bolts. So I just need to clean up this surface now, and then I can just put the new coolant pump on, the new idler on, get the time belt fitted in the tensioner, and then we can get it timed up and do a test, couple of turns of the engine, make sure everything's lined up. Dilly dilly. Right then, all back on. So we've got all the new pulleys on, new tensioner, new coolant pump, and new belt. So it's all tensioned up correctly. You might be able to see the tensioner mark there, the arrow. It's right in between the gaps, so that's where it should be. I've already turned the engine 3 times, checked all the timing tools go back in, so I know I'm not a tooth out, which I'm not, and checked the belt tension, which is still spot on. So that's it. I can start to reassemble now. Dilly dilly. Morning guys, happy Sunday, day rest for some. Been up bright and early, backing plate on, pads and discs, put the inner arch back on. So that's that wheel station done. Get the wheel on this, get it off the jacks. All this is gone out now, so I can tack it out the garage. Let's try and sort this coolant problem out. And then the back number plate light, dilly dilly. Right guys, I'm nearly all back together. So all the top bits back together. I've left the cover off purposely so I can do some fine tuning with the computer VCDS. So I'll get it to a point where I can start up. Just fill that full of water because I'm going to be flushing that. I've also took the thermostat out before I put everything back together because I've got to take the alternator off, etc. So I've got the old thermostat out there. The temperature wasn't getting up to 90 bang on, so chances are that's stuck. So I've just took it out, which you need to anyway to give it a good flush. So it's got no restriction in the flow of the water system. So when I get a new one, I'll just dismantle it at some point and put a new thermostat back in. Happy days. Yeah, so all that's back together. The alternator belt's back on, all the fuel lines. As I say, I've just got to top that up. I've got I don't have to put the airbox back on, but it won't particularly run right. But that doesn't really matter for the purpose of me fine tuning. What else? And I've got the turbo pipe put on as well. So I'll have to reconnect that. Then I'll get it started up and I'll show you how we do the fine tuning on VCDS. Dilly. Right, so she's running up. I'm just bleeding the cooling system at the moment. Just put the lid back on. I'll let it get the temperature. Switch it off. Take the lid back off. And then just top it back up again. Yeah, running sweet. Got the oil change to do as well, but I can wait a bit. Not getting the temperature. The heating's getting warm again, so that's alright. Just need to wait till that gets to 90. Happy days. Dilly. Right, so I've had her out for a quick blast up the back road. Still got a coolant issue. I did create a little bit of pressure, but it's still like lukewarm inside the air. Let's pop the bonnet there. Inside the reservoir, so that pipe's still cold. It's a little bit warm there, but that'll just be off the heat of the engine. So that's definitely not getting a return. So I've still got to investigate that. When I took it for a test drive, I've still got a knock on the back right for some reason. I don't know what it is. I've had it jacked up at the back and I've had my levers in trying to check all the other bushes. It's just making a noise like. So there's definitely something knocking. There was the spare wheel in the boot, which was loose. I've tightened that down and I've took it for a test drive since. I mean, I'm clutching straws like, but I don't know. But anyway, I've done everything I need for MOT, so that's the main thing, but I will obviously sort the knocking noise out. It may just be an anti-roll bar bush. Quite common for a knock on the back. I mean, the suspension's all been done. I've done all the bushes. It's had a new shock absorber, so I don't know where else it can be. Anyway, my next task, as you can see, I've got the car jacked up on the side, so I'm going to get my axle stands under, take this wheel off. We've got that disc and pads to do on that, and then I've also got this sensor to fit, as I talked about before. So that'll be my next job, get them fitted, then I can get the car back down. I'm going to take it out and then just give it a steam clean underneath and in the engine bay, clean it all up before I then start investigating this coolant issue out. I'll drop the oil while I'm here as well and do the oil change, and then that'll be all the service complete. Okay, dilly. Right, so a quick one on the that fine tuning on VCDS. So in essence, if I go back here, so we go into engine. We go into main measuring blocks, and then measuring block 4. we're looking at this box here, the torsion value. Now I've now got it set at 0, 0. I should have showed you before because it was actually out. It was 2.6 kilowatts or kW. I'll switch the engine off, but that's what it's at now, 0, which is where you want it to be. I'll just close the control module, then I can switch the engine off. That's better. So in essence, this is why I left the cover off, because this is how you adjust the engine to fine tune it. And in essence, what you're doing is just advancing or retarding the cams, the inlet cam or the exhaust cam. So to do that, we undo on the bolts here, and what that allows to happen is the back camshaft where these secure onto, it allows it to move without the timing belt moving. So all you do is you turn it this way if you want to advance it, and then anti-clockwise to retard it. So you do that for each one until you get, obviously, that setting 0, 0, 0. So if you're too far forward and it's a plus figure, you want to basically retard it a bit, and then vice versa. So happy days. So that's spot on now. Obviously the oil change is done. It's ready for MOT. So I'll take it down, get the MOT sorted, get back, and then I've just got to persevere with them other bits, sort of cooling out that slight knocking on the back left. Happy days. Voila, and then I can think about getting this bodywork finished off, get it wrapped, and then, as I say, I think I'll run it for a year, to be honest, as a second car. The amount of work I've done on it, so I might as well. And then if I get maybe, you know, just over $1,000 for it after a year, then I'm going to get my money back. But at least I've run it for a year, got a bit of value out of it. Right, dilly dilly.